Bienvenido, raza, al show Puro Potente, donde todo es potente. El pasado, el presente y el futuro, todo es potente. Q, how are you doing?
What's going on, man? Aquí andamos echándole ganas como siempre, man. Getting ready for the upcoming week here, or the upcoming couple of days. Y pues, it's been a rough past week at work, very busy. But and then some other issues that we're dealing with that we're not disclosing at this time. Pero tú ya sabes, and so yeah, man, just hanging in there, man, doing the best we can.
I got Johnny here. I think he can hear us, but I can't see him. He's trying to get on. We're having connection issues. It's funny. I mean, we had a pre backstage. We had everything when he connected. Man, he had the perfect background, sounding everything, and then all of a sudden, just fell apart. So we're gonna be watching, and he's gonna be trying to come back on and see if we can get him in here. So yeah, my week. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. Watch out! I'm stuck with Santa Claus. Hey, I'm thinking. I'm confusing the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus. No, it's Easter and pre-Easter. The hunts they're ridiculous. So the earlier in the week, I got all kinds of hunters going in and out. So put that in the past, and yeah, we're getting ready. Obviously, earlier today is getting ready, packing all of my gear and all my clothes in la negrita, como dice Johnny. The little trailer.
Torquing con la negrita or torquing la negrita.
I was torquing with a torque wrench. No, man. I want to take the time to shout out to Gigi Guerrero. I was on I think it was last night or a couple nights ago. I was on a show, New Mexico Talk or something like that, with Hindog, La Jolla, and Gigi Guerrero. And they let me know that No Me Culpes was written by her dad. You remember Juan Guerrero?
It's a small world. I sure do remember Juan Guerrero.
It is. You remember that. Yeah. So we want to send shout outs to Juan Guerrero. We want to remember, I'm not just shout out to him, but remember him. And that he passed some years back. But we want to let everybody know that No Me Culpes was written by Juan Guerrero. He was a good composer that wrote songs back in the 90s specifically for Freddie Records artists, and we were fortunate to get No Me Culpes from Freddie, John, I mean, for the Martinez family. They passed quite a few of them to us, and I believe that Ya Te Vi was his too.
Oh, that might be right.
You remember
man.
that or no?
That might be right, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was talking with the people from Freddie Records, and they told me that, yeah, that's a pretty popular song that he did. So shout out to the Guerrero family and to Gigi. Thank you for having me on. She's got a show maybe here later on this year. What do you call it? We can be on her show. I'm sure we can make that happen. We're still waiting for Johnny, but to hear what's going on in Victoria, but I don't think we're going to be able to hear that.
I know for sure. He mentioned in the pregame there that that he was working and he had a good week at work porque pues no había lluvia. So it's always a good week when Johnny gets to work and there's no rain in the forecast. So that's good, man. Ay, anda el
Oh,
vato,
there he
mira,
is.
no.
Is he there? Can we see him or is
I
he
don't know.
frozen?
Nah, ya se desapareció.
Hey, we got camera issues over there. We'll get him on here. Well, let's. We got Melissa. What's
Hey,
up, Melissa?
Melissa,
Thank
saludos.
you for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Oh, here, Junior. This is
What's
for
up?
you.
Hi, Mom. Oh, hi,
What's
Mama.
up,
How are
Mom?
you? I'm watching from Rungy today. What's on the agenda for tonight? No, but you know as much as I do, Mom. So, we do a little pre planning, but a lot of this is just off the cuff. So, and that's
Yeah,
where we
just
like it.
basically seeing what's going on. What are your opinions on? I know we don't really get too much into the politics, but what is your opinion on what's going on with all of this bullying and not bullying? What have you heard about that?
I just heard about it about 3 seconds ago from you. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Something about dude. I obviously don't know either, but it's a big thing. Now I guarantee you, Johnny would know.
Yeah, I know.
He would know. Trust me. And he's
The-
not on here, but something about somebody was bullied and one of the kids and he stabbed another kid, or I don't
oh,
know, and now he's got a bunch of five hundred
oh,
thousand or
ese es
something. I don't know.
del track meet, el vato que yeah, he stabbed that kid in the chest and he ended up dying from those from that attack and pues yeah, man, they evidently, pues, I'm going by what I hear in the news. I don't really watch a whole lot of news, but that does come up when I'm scrolling TikTok. I saw a story about that. So his family or somebody associated with his family set up a GoFundMe to help him with like I guess with legal expenses because I mean he's got a long road ahead of him as far as a legal fight regarding that particular incident. Pues they raised over $500,000, and evidently they used that money to buy a new $150,000 Escalade and move into a gated community, some $1 million home or nearly $1 million home. So yeah, man. Pues, I don't know.
And what is your thoughts about that? How they use the
I
money?
mean, le culpo a la gente que le manda feria, pues a que no, no les mande feria, hombre. Es que why are you sending people money that you don't even know?
Ah,
Y así es tu familia, pues a different story, ¿verdad? Pues los conoces y
yeah,
ahí
of course.
hacen lo que hacen, ¿verdad? But I mean, I guess on the other side of it, if you're going to support the cause, if you think that it's a cause worth supporting and you want to support that, pues ahí tú tienes el derecho, es tu dinero. I hear an echo from Johnny's side, probably.
I hear an echo. It's for Johnny's side.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yes,
man. That's
we
basically
want.
what it for me. That's what it comes down to. Like if you're trying to support a cause and that's what you're passionate about, hey man, it's your money. Feel free to do whatever you want with it. But it certainly doesn't look very good on his side. On the family side, like, well, I mean, what are we really doing here? We're supposed to be using that money to form a legal defense for these charges, and instead we're making a decision to waste it or spend it on other things. But I mean, anybody who's donated money and was donating for the cause, verdad? They're gonna see like, hey, well, hang on one second, that's not cool, or they potentially could see it that way. I mean,
Unfortunately, when you donate money to someone like that, I know that a lot of us. First, I want to say a shout
Michelle,
out to
yeah,
Michelle. Thank you
hi.
for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in, Michelle. Leave comments. We feel free. I know we got some viewers. Leave some comments. See what you were weighing in the topic that we're talking about. We got Erica. What's up, Erica? Thank you for tuning
Erica,
in.
Eriquita,
Carmelo
hi,
Anthony.
Eriquita. Oh, Carmelo Anthony, that's the guy's name. There you go, yeah.
Hey, he got my name. No, no. Unfortunately, when you there's a big fight between Mathis and softball. We'll get that. We'll get into that one in a minute. Unfortunately, when you start a GoFundMe or whatever, it's weird how certain people will gravitate to this, and what, of course, you never know. You're donating with your best intentions, and unfortunately, the people who are receiving this money don't necessarily always use it for what it was meant to be, and that's what makes it so hard to donate money. And it's funny because we asked last week to donate for people to donate for Steven Sanchez and his family to help them in their time of need. Gracias a Dios que he got some people, his good friends here, some of his que lo ocupan, ¿me entiendes? They went ahead and helped him with the money he needed, and that's good. But I mean, very few people donated, and that's something that it's a tragedy, And this, unfortunately, in my opinion, I don't care if people don't agree with me or not. In my opinion, you know, you don't necessarily go fund because this is not something that somebody, how could I
It,
say, tragically died or passed
I mean,
away. You know what
the
I
whole
mean?
thing is a little questionable, man. I mean, the way they went about it, I understand, but I mean, if you're raising it, to me, it just seems like it's kind of like a false advertisement, right? You're supposedly raising money for this, but then you turn around and spend that money that you've raised for something else. Well, that kind of you didn't disclose what that money was really for. Like in other words, it was kind of a lie, right? Like había una mentira ahí porque pues tú dijiste que ibas a utilizar ese dinero para, para pelear el caso, ¿verdad? Y ahora utilizas el dinero para moverte de casa y comprar un carro. Pues I mean, that's to me that's very that's just shady, man. It's shady. Just be upfront and say we're
I
gonna, we're collecting money for various expenses. Don't say that they're associated necessarily with fighting the case, and then you have a way out. Like, hey, man, we just said we were, collecting money. We didn't say what we were going to use it for. But I didn't see the GoFundMe page, so I don't know if they specified these are to help with his legal bills. I don't know. I didn't see the GoFundMe page. I don't have all the information.
Of course. So we're just weighing in, random thoughts, random opinions that from what we pick up, like you said, we don't really know all of them. Basically, what you see, pick up on social media, you pick up on the news, and like I said, unfortunately, this is very common, and not just with things like this. It's also very common with this was the topic I was going to get into, Johnny. I saw an artist. I want to get your opinion here. Saw an artist talk about, I want help me fund my EP, and she's doing a raffle. I'm gonna say she.
Yo, no, pues ya la
Yeah.
cagaste, güey.
What does it matter? He or she? It's just a musician, okay? I don't want to. I don't want to go. Okay, we know the gender, okay? God damn it, we know the gender, but we ain't saying names. But it's a very similar situation, and I mean, you and I have had the discussion over the years about how we feel about this is our passion. You and I, and I mean, I fund a great portion, and you have in the past. I remember you bought a lot of equipment. I do a lot of the funding. You and I do that. We don't necessarily ask any help. We stand on our own 2 feet. If I got my hands and my feet, I got lungs filled with air. I'm going to try to do everything, because it's our dream. You know what I mean? It's our passion. I don't necessarily feel comfortable, or at least not me. And I know you guys don't feel comfortable asking people to go fund me or anything like that.
Man,
So,
I waited for a new accordion for years, man. I I just
yes,
what was it last year that I bought my first brand? Well, my second. The first one was that Honor Corona that we bought at Alamo Music that we overpaid for.
I
Remember?
remember.
Yeah, that Honor Corona, the
Mm-hmm.
the tricolor, the red, white, and green. That was the first new accordion
Yep.
I had. But since that was 95, 96, maybe somewhere around there. That was the
It could have
last.
been 90,
And it,
95,
yeah,
96. You're right.
yeah, something
95,
like that.
96.
So as de cuenta, that's 25, almost what 30, almost 30 years, man. Sin acordeón nuevo, I just but because number one, I didn't know lo ocupaba porque no, I wasn't a gigging musician, um, but I just didn't feel like I needed to ask anybody or get a loan or hey man, si lo vas a comprar, ahorra tu dinero, ya vas y lo compras, ¿verdad? I mean, it's whatever, man. Pero andar pidiendo feria, pues I mean, to pursue your dream, I mean, it's dicey, man. I mean, there's instances where I might agree with it, but for simple projects that you can fund on your own, I put in the hard work and go do it, man. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, if it's an investment where you're seeking an investment group to invest 100,000 or 150,000, that's a
I
business
agree.
venture. That's not what I'm talking about.
But that's an investor. You understand? You're gonna make a
Right,
deal where you're gonna invest. Okay, like say there's investors out there with a lot of money and they believe in your talent
right,
or and what you're doing. So you know what? Hey, I'm gonna give you 100 grand or 200 grand to fund your dream or
yeah,
whatever. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Pero como te digo, that's a whole
I
different
agree.
situation
Yeah,
versus GoFundMe and Cash App and Venmo me
yeah.
this and I said I just can't get behind that.
I don't
It's
generally get behind it either. I mean, like I said, there to me there are exceptions. I take it case by case, and I just look at it and I say I either agree with it or I disagree with it. And there's some where I can't call it. I'm like, man, I don't know. I see it both ways. I see both points and I see both sides. I mean, do what you want to do at the end of the day, but for the majority of it, I just don't. It's not something that I would do, and I don't really endorse it or support it.
I rarely see it. I see it one way or the other. I call me biased, call me
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I
I mean,
pick a
it's
side.
like I
I
said,
pick a
it's
side quickly.
occasional. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I pick it because it's and that's just me. I call me old fashioned, and I always say this is like I'm gonna wear these words out. Call me old fashioned. I say it on every damn show that I'm on, but it's true because those are son ¿cómo te diré? Son es como la gente se criaba en aquellos tiempos. ¿Me entiendes? Como
Yeah, well,
tus
yeah,
papás te
you're right.
criaban.
You're right. You're right. It's
And
a generational thing. It's something that you're not necessarily born with. You. It's something that you learn according to your environment, right? Your morals and your and how you say, hey man, that's either right and wrong. You know what I mean? Ay,
break
no
it
me estás
down.
saludando. ¿A quién le estás saludando?
Jan Ramirez, ¿qué pasó, my brother? How are you doing? Thank you for tuning in, my friend.
¿Qué pasó, bro?
Saludos.
¿Qué pasó, bro? ¿Cómo estás?
Johnny, are you there? Johnny, are
Eh,
you there?
no, hombre,
Okay,
si ni ya ni sabe.
I know he's there, but I don't know. No, hombre, como te digo, there's a lot of cases, and I was referencing that on the podcast that I did, the New Mexico Talk with Hindog, about I don't I mean entre los músicos del Potente. I mean, obviously every band has their conversations backstage, and like I said, I don't agree with everything that every artist does. You know what I mean? But I will say this: I'm not I'm not going at them or I mean, if that's the way they believe to do that, and you're okay with that, I mean, I don't care. Hasta que me muera, yo no voy a creer en eso. Okay, I
No, but
mean,
yeah, I mean, it's just that's just how it is, man. I don't
I,
believe in it either.
kind of odd. The podcast came
¿Qué
up
pasó?
literally as I thought about this. Okay, I got a question. Kind of odd. The podcast came up literally as I thought about this. Shoot, John,
Pues
what's up?
échale ganas, Jan, a ver qué.
Shoot, John, what's up, man? Is something good? Is it bad? What are we talking?
You reminded me of hang on, you reminded me of a phenomenon when he says he starts naming the animals. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay. Oh, did you like that alphabetically?
We're all made of the little things, Bob. Wood? No.
Oh, energy, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Energy, Bob. Got a question, kind of odd. The podcast came up literally as I thought about this. Okay, John.
Okay.
I guess he must
Now,
be typing it. So we're
what's
gonna
up,
wait.
Johnny Martinez? What's up from Tucson, Arizona? ¿Cómo estás, bro? Thanks for tuning in, man. We
Where
appreciate
did you
it.
see? Where did you see Johnny Martinez at?
That's aquí lo estoy viendo. Back in the day, there was a song I heard from Esteban. It was about Monterrey. What was the song? It's called Mi Monterrey. That's the name of the song, brother. It is on the album Sangre, Sudor y Lágrimas Potente. We put that out in 2000. That was what our seventh, or yeah, I think our seventh,
Yeah.
seventh CD under Freddie Records. But Sangre, Sudor y on the front is a collaboration of a bunch of different pictures from our time on the road. We just got a whole bunch of pictures, and that's why we titled that Sangre, Sudor y Lágrimas, to reflect on the blood, sweat, and tears that it took to get from
To that
point A to
point.
point B to the point where we were in 2000. So yeah, that was the significance of all those photos from years past, and that was the significance of the title Sangre, Sudor y Lágrimas. It was in 2000. The song again is Mi Monterrey, bro.
I really liked that one. It was a great. I don't remember whose idea it was to put all those little pictures. If it was yours or mine, I know it was something. Sangre, Sudor y Lágrimas or something. I think the Rock used to say, "But blood, sweat, and tears." When he was going, I said, "Man," and I said, "I put that in Spanish, man. That's awesome." It described sangre, sudor y lágrimas because sangre to get what you're just the blood of the group of the brothers, the family, and sudor. A lot of sweat went in there, and then a lot of tears. You know that backstage, behind scenes, a lot of tears. Abraham, saludos, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Hold on, we got the question here.
He
That
says,
thing come up
I need
in
to
my
find
head.
that album. The
Please
song
remember
came
how
up in my head couldn't remember how it went. There's a few other songs I remember you showing me. Yeah, it's a great album, man. It's a very unique sound. Anthony played the drums on that album. I
Oh,
want to say he does. I know he's like he. I'm gonna share something with you. I know he's gonna start blushing and turn look like a tomato here in a little bit.
I'm
But
already turning the tomato.
in my, yeah, I know. In my opinion, when he asked me like, "Hey man, what do you think of how do you hear Potente?" This is a conversation that we're having. He and I are having. He said, "How do you hear Potente?" I said, "Man, for me, Potente, the Potente sound, the most original, the one that I like the most, is when Anthony's on the drums, Anthony's on the bajo, I'm on the accordion, and Ali's on the bass. I just like that sound. I think it's very unique. Um, we that was on two albums,
Two.
which was Sangre, Sudor y Lágrimas and Me da de Revés la Vida. And Ali was on the bass on the first, but not on the second.
Yeah,
If I'm not
I
mistaken.
played the bass on the
And
second one.
yeah, you
And
played the bass.
that was the difference in the sound between the two was the
Yeah,
actual bass, because outside that all those songs kind of went together.
yeah,
And I think the difference when we went and did the Eficaz project, I
yeah,
think the difference is that I was playing drums. The reason why Sangre Sudor y Lágrimas came out so good was because I had finished playing an entire year with Jody.
yeah,
The first 6 months I played with Jody versus the second 6 months, it was like a different drummer,
yeah.
because we were gigging. When I was with Jody, man, we were gigging every week, sometimes multiple times. So that helped me get to where we were with Sangre Sudor y Lágrimas, and the other one was right around the corner. Years passed, not that I can't play drums. I'd have
Right.
to play for
And that's
six.
what I was gonna say. Like even I know you feel that way, like you're not on top of your game and it's not it doesn't like you feel like you're not producing the best sound or the best product that you could produce. And to me, like even when we went back in 20, was it 2018 when we did those
2019,
2019
2019.
we did those four songs at Freddie in the studio, and those songs also Anthony was on the drums. He wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed. He
Nope.
had been playing drums for a long time, but the sound is there. The same sound that you hear on Sangre, Sudor y Lágrimas and Me das de revés la vida is also there on that. And now again, that was not a release project. That was something that we did for us personally. But the sound is there. It's on my YouTube channel, Gabanelli 2836 too. That's on there. If you want to go, you can go check it out. There's 4 songs, and you'll hear what I'm talking about. For those of you who are interested. Y si no, pues está bien, no hay pedo.
Sí, no hay pedo. Mira, saludos, maestros. Una pregunta para Esteban. En un tiempo acompañaste a Eliseo Robles y los Bárbaros. Pregunto porque hace tiempo vi fotos donde estabas tocando con él. Pues esa es la historia. Contéstale. Saludos primeramente para Rigo. Muchísimas gracias por sintonizar el programa. Órale, Q.
It's a great Jerry.
Contéstale.
So, mire, la verdad que sí, estuvo Eliseo Robles en San Antonio, en un club, no me acuerdo cómo se llama el club, pero ahí estaba.
El tangoneo.
El tangoneo, sí, estaba con la Backback y la 4 días, si sabes, se conoce a San Antonio, el tangoneo. Y yo salí del trabajo, en ese entonces yo trabajaba en Diamond Shamrock, y yo salí del trabajo y me llamaron mis amigos, oye, ¿no quieres ir a que se está presentando Eliseo Robles? Digo, no, vamos, le echamos ganas a ver qué pedo. Llegamos ahí y nos atrevimos a pedirle permiso de tocar una canción. Y yo me subí y toqué la canción.
Era tu cumpleaños, ¿no?
Sí. Sí, pero no quise decir eso, pero
ya te descubrí, güey.
Entonces, nada más que nos pusimos hasta el tronco esa noche, por eso.
No, después de que te bajaste, ¿te acuerdas lo que te dijo Eliseo? Antes de que te subieras.
Antes de que me subiera, le voy a contar esto, mira. Entonces le pedí permiso, oye, ¿me dejas tocar una rola, por favor? Y dice, no, si sabes tocar. Le digo, sí sé tocar, una de puros de Ramón, en eso crecí, ¿verdad? Entonces me dijo, ¿cuál quieres tocar? Le digo, la que tú quieras. Y dice, que me lleve el diablo. Y le digo, ya sale, ok, ya está. Y me dice, nomás no me dejen quedar mal, muchachos. Y no le dejé quedar mal, hasta le segundé y todo.
Hasta que le segundé y todo. No, qué lindos recuerdos. Gracias, Rigo, por acordarnos de ese momento, porque es para mi hermano fue una experiencia muy especial, a poder subirte claro. con una estrella al nivel de Eliseo Robles. I mean, siempre te vas a acordar de eso, ¿me entiendes?
Claro, eso es
muchísimas gracias por acordarnos.
Esa experiencia lo aprecio mucho.
Claro que sí. Yeah. Vamos a ver. Bro, there was a video on your YouTube that was you jamming Linda Morita, but solo doing some badass runs on the Elka accordion. I used to try learning them runs.
Oh, yeah, man. So that was back in the like probably 2005, 6, 7, somewhere on there. That was back in the Reyes accordion forum days, man. Yeah, I used to go on there and I would just redo some of my stuff and just add in some really cool licks and stuff. Just make it a little more progressive, a little more modern than what it was. Just having fun with it, man. They're still on there. Some of them are. Like I said, I changed my YouTube channel. It used to be Gabanelli 2836. Now it's Gabanelli 2836 too. And I uploaded some of those videos, but not all. I had a bunch of videos on there. But yeah, man, some of them are still on there. Just having fun, man. It's just yeah.
Aquí tenemos a José Luis Alcala González. Saludos a Grupo Potente desde Monterrey. Bendiciones. Saludos a usted. Muchísimas gracias por sintonizar nuestro programa.
José
Para
Luis,
toda la
saludos.
raza.
Rigo, una anécdota.
¿Qué dice Rigo? Vamos a ver.
Seguro que no lo dejaste ver más.
Ole más de Ramón.
Bueno, no quise decirle con mucha confianza porque pues, dije, no, pues a lo mejor sí la cago, entonces ¿qué le digo? No, pero te imaginas de nervioso, no. Hijo, carajo, sudado.
Pero hoy en día no te pusieras tan nervioso, me imagino.
No, pues ya no, ¿verdad? Pero en
aquellos tiempos sí, claro.
Hijo.
No, hombre, hace un tiempo, pues me imagino que eran unos 6 o 7 años para atrás, ya era músico de madurez, entonces, y me subí con Jaime y Chato. En hombre, le pedí que me dejaran cantar el complejo. Pues yo quería cantar la segunda, pero Jaime dice, no, yo canto la segunda. ¿A poco no puedes cantar la primera? Pero me hizo cantar la primera, pues yo no me acordaba la letra. Y Chato estaba atrás de mí tocando el bass. Chato, si se me olvida la letra, el segundo o tercero vez, Chato, ¿cómo va la canción? Me salió bien, gracias a Dios. Pero también me puse nervioso porque no es que no somos buenos músicos ni nada, pero eso son nuestros ídolos. Y cuando te subes con tus ídolos, pues claro que es algo especial. Yo me acuerdo de esa noche. Antes de eso, nunca me había subido a tocar una rola con Jaime. Esa noche, como el de Eliseo contigo, Jaime, yo subí con Jaime y los chamacos en aquellos tiempos, pues era algo especial.
Uh-huh.
Pues vamos a continuar el siguiente segmento. Y nos vemos en el otro lado, ¿ok? Vamos a ver. Bueno, Q, ¿qué estamos viendo aquí, gato? ¿Te acuerdas?
That is an advertisement for Potente at Tamajo in, I believe, is it in, that is not in Monterrey, it's in,
pues vamos a leer.
It's in, ¿cómo se llama?
Centro Social Majo Escobedo.
Es Escobedo, ¿verdad?
Escobedo, así
Escobedo,
se me hace que es.
Porque hay San Nicolás de las Garzas, Monterrey, y luego, pues, Escobedo, diferentes como, I don't know, like different areas of the. I imagine it's something like San Antonio has like Shirt and Cibolo and Leon Valley, Alamo Heights, different. You know what I mean? That's what I.
Hey, léelo, Q, léelo, lo que dice Rico.
Primero.
Te sentenció el viejón. A ver si como esa anecorota algún día.
Primero me hacen.
Si es cierto, no, sí es, pues.
No, claro.
Dice aquí Rigo, sí vi el video ese donde tocaste el complejo con Jaime, pues ya ves, eso pasó hace años atrás.
Yo no he visto ese video. ¿Cuándo?
Somebody had to have gone live. Era el cumpleaños de quién era, hijo, Lucky J. I want to say Lucky J.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Y tenían varios grupos. Pues
¿Y
grupos
dónde te subiste? ¿En Alice o qué?
En Alice, en la Gardenia.
Oh, okay.
Ahí tuvo el pobrecito, no me había chingos de grupos que se subieron y Jaime se subió. Yo toqué la batería con los, ¿cómo se llama? Los muchachos de Hebbronville, ¿cómo se llaman? El papá toca el bajo y canta, no me acuerdo, y los hijos, uno toca el acordeón, otro toca el bass. Uh, ¿Cómo se llama? No me acuerdo. Luzano, Grupo Luzano, from Hebbronville. Yo toqué la batería con él porque Joey iba a tocar, James E. estaba tocando con, o no, iba a sentarse con Jaime o algo, no me acuerdo cómo tuvo, pero él se subió después de mí a seguir acompañando a Luzano y luego Lucky Joe también se subió porque Lucky es muy buen camarada con Lucky J y pues con el papá de él, ¿cómo se llama? Hijo, no me acuerdo, Jesse Boy. So, ahí fue donde me subí a tocar con Jaime. Déjame ver, aquí está otra pregunta, Junior.
A ver, cuenten alguna anécdota
que recuerden
cuando
vinieron
a Monterrey. Ay, Anthony, you want to take that one?
¿De qué? ¿Qué quieres que te diga?
En el Mapo acá en Escobedo, en Monterrey, sí, ándale, ¿ves?
¿Qué quieres, Rigo? ¿Qué quieres, Rigo? ¿Qué dice?
Tell a story about something that happened over there.
Ok, pues, ¿sabes qué? Esto te lo voy a decir porque lo conté en inglés antier en el podcast del Nuevo México Talk. Yo me acuerdo cuando se me hace que fue la primera vez, a ver si te acuerdas. Yo le dije a los del show, les dije, pues subirnos al escenario era algo, pues era muy especial, algo muy maravilloso para nosotros, subirnos adelante de tantos fanáticos que nos apoyaban y nos querían. Pero a pesar de eso, chingada, los de Paradise Productions nos aventaban como prisioneros para acá y para allá. No, tú no puedes ir para allá, no puedes convivir con estas personas. En la granada, arriba de la montaña, con el gate, para que no se metiera gente, pues me sentía como prisionero.
Parecíamos vacas ahí encerradas, ¿verdad?
No, ¿te acuerdas del lugar? No sé cómo se llamaba, pero era de pura hojalata y durante el día, era una tardeada. Y nos metieron por el medio de la gente y nos llevaban del brazo.
I have the ticket, la entrada, el boleto lo tengo allí en mi casa.
¿Te acuerdas cuando llegamos, casi no había nada de autos ni nada, pues eran como las 3 o las 4 de la tarde, si me acuerdo bien. Y dije,
sí, como las 2.
No hay gente aquí, qué raro. No me va, ¿a quién chingada le vamos a tocar? No hay nadie aquí.
Las sillas y las mesas.
Está bien lleno el lugar. Y después del show van todos caminando a pie. Le dije, qué padre sentir eso, que la gente te apoya tanto que vienen a pie a ver el grupo. A mí qué raro, porque eso que cuando puedes pensar que algo así iba a pasar aquí en los Estados Unidos. No, hombre, cállate. nomás en México.
No, pero fíjate que es puro Uber hoy, puro Uber. No tienes que caminar para ningún lado.
No, vamos a ver que vuelven a tocar ¿Quién soy yo? En sus videos, Anthony Quintanilla, cuando vengan a Monterrey.
¿Cuándo vienen a Monterrey? Dice.
¿O cuándo vienen a Monterrey? Pues como les he contado en mis otros episodios de Puro Potente y otras entrevistas que he tenido, el año pasado lo intentamos varias veces, es que lamentablemente no se ha podido, pero no por falta de ganas, ¿me entiendes? Es que claro. Los horarios no se acoplan con los promotores. Pero tarde o temprano se me hace que sí se va a hacer, porque le tengo mucha fe al grupo, porque pues ya vamos con el bass, Daniel Sánchez tocando el bass con nosotros, nos vamos acoplando y las rolas de Potente están saliendo más perronas a cada tocada. Eso es una cuestión de tiempo. Tarde o temprano sí se va a hacer y lo vamos a seguir intentando. Ojalá que muy pronto lo logramos.
I'm just going back here, man, as you're answering the question. I'm just going back, see if we missed any comments or any questions, man. Abraham Paredes, what's up, guys? How you doing? How's it going, brother? I don't know if we gave you a shout out
Yes.
or not, man. Let me see here. There was an English band. Mom says there's an English band back in the '60s.
Blood,
There
sweat,
was
and
Blood, Sweat, and
tears.
Tears. Yeah, cool, Mom. I did not know that.
I did not know that either, but
Ricardo Perez, Anthony's a great drummer. He taught me a lot.
what's up, Richard? We had Richard. Hey, Richard held it down last week when you weren't here. Thank
Yeah,
you,
I
Richard,
know.
man. Because if it wasn't for
look.
Richard,
And then Eric is calling Johnny Houdini.
hey, Johnny is Houdini right now, but it's okay. You know what? We're gonna work all these issues out, and trust me, because the show is at full potential when we got the triangle here. I mean, and the conversation between us, because we're so close over the years. I mean, I miss Johnny like on stage. I mean, if that's why I was referencing that earlier earlier in the week. I said, well, I don't like getting another guy and putting him in there, porque no es lo mismo. La
Yeah.
química no es lo mismo. No cantas igual, no tocas igual, como tener el mismo integrante siempre esté ahí, pues se siente, pues Rigo ha de saber esto porque con, ¿cómo se llama? Cáutico. I mean, esos muchachos tocan y se ven gigantones siempre y pues quitas uno y pones otro ajeno, pues ya no se va a oír igual.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, man. Para continuar con los saludos conjunto Prestigio.
The Dallas area, right?
Not sure, brother. Pero
So,
saludos, brother.
¿te
I think
acuerdas?
you're right. Yeah. I remember that name.
Remember
Yeah.
they showed up when they
Yeah,
played with
that's
us?
what I was gonna tell you.
Yeah, the last time we played. Yeah, saludos, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Vamos a ver qué dice
Mary de
Rigo.
Luna. Hold on, Rigo, me perdí de esos tiempos porque estaba muy chavo, pero conocí a Omar Fernández y es el que acabas me contaba cómo era el rollo. Sí, era con Omar Fernández, Paradise Productions, ya. Javier Cepeda y lo de la canción ¿Quién soy yo? Me gusta mucho el bajo, vas en el solo
que hacen.
Vuelven a tocar
Hey, ahorita no te lo podría atacar, pero en unos 15 o 15 minutos me la aprendo. Ya aprendiéndolo, no, hombre, me la bailo siempre, pero es que hace mucho que no la toco, pero
lo vamos la tocábamos, ¿verdad? Esa no la tocábamos ya.
Sí, muy pocas veces,
Yeah.
pero sí la tocábamos.
Yeah.
Pero muy pocas veces. Pero ya sabes.
I wanted to comment on last week. What happened, why I was MIA. Yo estaba en el trabajo y se me olvidó completamente que teníamos el programa. Por eso. Y de eso me disculpo. Ahí me disculpen, por favor. y fui al trabajo, mire. Ok, la historia completa es esta, mira. So, yo fui al trabajo y dije, no, pues yo voy a ir porque me dan quebrada de 30 minutos, ¿verdad? Dije, yo voy en quebrada a las 8. Le pego al show por 30 minutos y ya me regreso al trabajo, ¿verdad? Se me olvidó completamente, no fui a la quebrada hasta las 10:30. Llegué y tenía 3 llamadas de Anthony. Oye, pues ¿dónde estás? No, se me olvidó, güey, por eso se me olvidó.
No, pero ¿qué me dijiste? A la noche eran como las 10 a las 10:30 cuando me regresaste la llamada y me dices, pues no, tú solo puedes hacer, lo puedes hacer. No, hombre, güey. Johnny's here. Can you hear me, Johnny? Johnny, can you hear me? Johnny, do you hear me? I hear you, Johnny.
I hear something.
I hear Johnny, but his camera and his thing ain't working. Let's take some.
Brian Guerrero, saludos, Brian. ¿Cómo estás, brother?
Aquí estamos. Saludos, Brian Guerrero. Muchísimas gracias por sintonizarme, amigo.
Edgar Luna, saludos de Monterrey. Saludos, brother. Acá estamos. Yo estoy en Corpus Christi ahorita, esperando mañana que vamos a estar en esto de un video, en hacer el video, en grabar el video y también tomar unas fotos para la promoción. Saludos a todos. Right now I'm just relaxing in Corpus Christi, man. I got myself an Airbnb over here. and we're just straight chilling, man.
Edgar Luna dijo, estuvimos en el Majo Western Club. Pues sí,
El majo ese, ándale.
hace muchos años para atrás, pero chinga, I mean, ya mero se sentaba una fecha en noviembre,
Tan cerquita que estábamos, ¿verdad?
pero tan lejos. No, ya casi se sentaba una fecha, pero siempre no se hizo. Watch out, I see Johnny in the little shot over here, but I don't see him in the big. Do you hear me, Johnny? He keeps going on and off. I don't know what's going
I'm
on.
not sure what's going on, man.
Okay, Q. Yeah, hopefully we figured it out before. Q, let's go move on to another picture here. See what you remember about this. ¿De qué te acuerdas de esto?
Sunday, 5 de mayo 96, los chamacos Puro Potente, El Dorado Ranch. Don't tell me that's the famous El Dorado Ranch where we
You're gonna get behind. Hey, let me tell a story, fool. Okay, Houston is a large city. I mean, it's large right now. So it's extremely large, and it's even larger now. But I remember we were looking, but in those days it wasn't like, type in the what do you call it, the address, and it's gonna take you there. And if you miss the exit, don't worry about it. It'll reroute you. None of that. You know, all these big maps, and we're in a school bus or whatever we were in. And I think I was with, I don't remember. I think it was one of the other musicos, and we were like, "Hey, we need to stop and ask for directions for the El Dorado Ranch." And he says, and I said, nobody wanted to get off. I said, "Déjame yo, boy." Excuse me. Yeah, and it was a colored woman. I ain't gonna say, okay, is that correct, Jenner?
Colored woman. Say African American. You can say black. It's all good, man.
Okay, well, the show we can say black. Okay, o era negra. Okay, here in Puro Potente we can say it. Okay, era una negra. Le dije, excuse me, ma'am, do you know where the El Dorado Ranch is at? You looking for horses? No, ma'am. I said, El Dorado Ranch. It's at the Tejano Club. I said, do you know where the Almeida Mall is? Ooh, honey, you a long way. Ooh, honey, you a long way. No, hombre, cállate. Bien agüitado. And then later that night, I think it was that night or later on, I talked with Carmen. And I'm surprised Carmen ain't on. He says, hell, you don't ask for directions in Houston. Nobody knows anything in Houston. This 70-year-old lady said, I know all of Houston. Oh, yeah? Where's your street at? I don't know exactly. Nobody knows Houston. Hey, we got Erica. Erica says, Charlie, where are you at? No. Mira, saludos a mi amigo. I hope you're still pa. Gonzalo Gonzalez, irresistible. Thank you for tuning in, my brother. I appreciate it. I saw you a couple weeks ago. Were you there at Texas Jam?
It's Texas Jam. I saw that too.
Hell yeah. I'm glad you keep it up, brother. Keep it up because ser músico nunca se te va a quitar, vato.
That's right. Se la traes en las venas, bro.
Brian Guerrero. Go ahead. Go ahead.
First time I saw you was at El Dorado Ranch in South Houston.
What?
Man, it may have been that night, man.
It may have been that night. That's right. Because if I'm not mistaken, we only went once or twice there.
I'll say we didn't play there it was a couple of times.
Mm-hmm. Hullabaloo. I think we played more at Hullabaloo.
Yeah, we played Hullabaloos, yeah.
Yeah. What do we got here?
Erica says, I still have the ticket stub of when y'all played in Vegas and when we went to Chicago.
You need to send me those pics.
So y'all can share memories of those trips. I have in my possession a video that was recorded with a video camera that you hold over the shoulder like this, right?
That's what we need.
The only problem with that video, and the reason I can't share it.
Oh, you can.
Is because there are so many vulgarities on that thing. It would just be one long beat. So I would have to. There's some serious editing needs to go on before I can share it. It's yeah.
That's uncensored. We'll put it across the bottom. Potente on the road, uncensored.
It's definitely rated R, man. Restricted for sure, man.
No, it might be rated X, with some of the shit that's being said in there.
We're having fun, man.
Hey, is it the one also where we're wrestling? Do you have that on there?
Yes, I have it.
Bring that one on, so they can see what we would do in the motel rooms.
Yeah, it's Gerardo, Steven, me, you. Who else is in there? That might have been all on the wrestling deal, bro. I don't think it was anybody else.
Yeah,
I
because
remember
it was a tag team. It was a tag
yeah,
team match.
yeah, yeah. It's hilarious, man.
It was, man. You got to get me that stuff, and I'll
I
edit it
have
over
it.
here.
I just saw it not too long ago, man. It's funny.
You got to get it for me. What's
Uh,
a
vamos a ver. Javier Cepeda, sus raíces acá en Monterrey, ¿de dónde son? Familiares. Nosotros somos de Carn City, una ciudad en el sur de Texas. De que sepa yo, no tengo familia en Monterrey. Mis abuelos, nacieron y se criaron
Oh,
aquí en el sur de
can
Texas, pero
oh,
hay
he
algún...
was there. He was there for a second, and then he disappeared. Johnny,
Johnny, yeah.
he was there for a second. I don't
De
know
que
what
sepa, yo
happened.
no tengo familiares en Monterrey o en esa parte de México. Let me see.
Mama here. We got Erica here.
Erica says she has videos too, man.
Well, I need those videos.
Yeah,
We transfer
Potente,
Dropbox.
we gotta see what the hell you're working with over there. The videos of the WWF in the room. That's what I have.
Oh, that's what I need. Those. Come on.
She
Come
said,
on.
what did they call him? You call him the Antichrist.
The Antichrist. Hey, and what was it? The Ultimate Cowboy.
Yes, when he had that city.
Oh, yeah. That's it. That was it.
It's definitely good times. It's very entertaining, but like I said, it's not for everybody, man. Some people would be like, "What the hell?"
So, hey, do you have? Because was that towards the end of the video when the bus blows the motor, or you didn't have that part? Yeah.
I do, but that's kind of where it cut off.
Yes, because no, but dale segunda, tercera.
I don't know if all of that is on there. I know that we have the before and after, like because Richard's talking about how now we're over here changing damn motors, swapping motors on the bus, and so yeah, it's all happening at that time. But there was so much going on in the moment that like nobody picked up the camera and was like, "Hey, we're swapping a motor. Check it out." You know?
No, because I remember sitting next to Juan, and the man I think would sleep. Well, he would never go to sleep. The chief would never go to sleep, but this time he was sleeping because he would have drove the whole damn trip. And Juan's like, it was in four. Oh, put it tercera. Oh, and I think Richard said, "Fucking put it in second." Da, boom. That was that. Hey, explotó el pinche motor.
Me volaron el motor, chi.
Saludos, Inés. What's up, carnal? Thank you for tuning in, brother. We appreciate it, man.
Inés, ¿cómo estás, bro? Saludos. Junior, Erica says, Junior, we do have family in Nuevo León. Daddy always said that Grandpa came from
Cadereyta.
Cadereyta.
Yeah.
Okay.
De ahí viene el abuelo, el Carmen.
Listen, my statement still stands true. I said, de que sepa yo.
Que sea,
Yo,
tú lo sabes.
Yo no sé nada, por eso te estoy diciendo.
Pero Eric sí sabe, para que sepan. Saludos. Eso. Grandpa era de Cadereyta. Yo me acuerdo eso. Oh, well, let's move on to another picture here. Q, let's see what you remember and tell us about
What
this.
do you got, man? What do you got?
Tell us about this. Here we go.
Hey, this past segment's going to take up the whole show.
I know.
That is the artist pass from the 16th annual Tejano Music Awards in the Alamo Dome, San Antonio, Texas.
Johnny may not be with us here. He might not be able to see him or hear him, but we want to thank him because this is compliments of Johnny. All these pictures that I've been showing, todos estos fotos que ha estado compartiendo en todos los episodios pasados y este episodio son por mi amigo Johnny. Él es el que guardó todo esto. También Q tiene muchos fotos y cosas que en el futuro vamos a estar compartiendo en los episodios del futuro.
Sí, ahí tengo unas cosas ahí, diferentes promociones, como los posters 8x10 o no sé, blanco y negro, ¿verdad? Y tengo también varias promociones ahí. I know I have a frisbee from the Padre Island Bash. I don't know what else I have, man. There's all kinds of stuff in there. What I do also have is los trajes que usábamos. I have our almost all of our vestuario when we were touring back in 95, 96, 94. Probably goes back all the way to 93, 94, 95.
You need to bring those on.
Everything.
You need to bring those on one of your shows. I'll tell you when to have it. Carry it with you because I never know if you're home or where you're at. I want to send saludos to Lawrence Torres, Imposible in the house. Hey Lawrence, what's up?
Lawrence, what's up, brother?
You tagged me about doing a recording. So what's up? Are we gonna get together and do something or what's up? Come on, hit me up. We'd love to do a project with Imposible. You tell me how you want it, we'll do it, man. We'll make it happen. Right?
Eso mero.
What do you think, Hugh?
Yeah, cuando quieran, bro, échale ganas. Aquí
Yeah,
estamos.
I we'll figure it out, man. If do we need to go to Houston? Do y'all want to come down to McQueenie? We'll tell Rolly. We'll work something, man. We'll come
figure
out.
something out, man.
You better believe we will. Vamos a ver aquí dice tenemos el ticket del Majo, Edgar Luna, WhatsApp. Pues, si lo tienes, toma un foto y envíamelo. Y uno de los siguientes episodios, lo compartimos con todos los espectadores. Si tienes, cosas que te acuerdas de Potente, posters en tu casa. Yo he visto que tienen el póster de Potente todavía en su sala. Hey, hace muchos años para atrás, pero todavía lo tienen. Pues gracias por apoyar el grupo después de tantos años.
Yeah.
Vamos a,
Aquí estamos, mira. Inés dice, what y'all got for Throwback Thursday? You take it, bro. Caller number 5 se va a llevar ese boleto from the Tejano Music Awards. No es mío, pero te lo voy a regalar. Caller number 5, okay? So
I don't think Johnny's gonna okay that. Here we go. What does Lord say here? He says, "I'll hit you up. We definitely doing that. You got it, brother."
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. We'll make it happen, brother.
We'll figure it out. The details, man. Whatever whatever type of song you want to do, progressive, más tradicional. Let us know, man.
We'll figure it out. We'll work through it, man.
Yeah, it would be great.
Edgar dice, y las botas desafortunadamente no las tengo. But I can go to any women's department in the department store and I can pick up a set of those boots for you, no problem.
Here's my man right here. What's up, Juan Mendoza? Thank you for tuning in, brother. How have you been, man? How is the crew, the Three Amigos crew, bro? Y'all been holding it down.
Saludos, brother.
What do you got? Oh, got McQueenie, Texas. Who got what?
Yeah, what up? Did you say McQueenie? Bobby T-Bone Serna. Yeah, we sure did.
We did say McQueenie. That's where we recorded. Midway Studio. Roland Saavedra.
Eso. Saludos, Rolly. Estás por ahí finishing up a project, right? Should be. Maybe. Hopefully.
What do we got here? Adam, watching this awesome show. If you're not watching, you're missing a great show. Thank you, Adam. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate that. What else? I lost my track because I got a call over here. I lost.
We're talking about the Tejano Music Awards. The tag is what we're talking about.
Oh no, we're not gonna do that. So, okay. Well, we've been talking a little bit. This show's been a little odd because Johnny's been in and out. So, we're just gonna go ahead and talk about what we're doing tomorrow. We're gonna switch the page here. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Q, I didn't get your take on this last week because you weren't on. What do you think about the video games in the back?
Yeah, that's badass, man.
I love it. What does Juan say? We're good, losing the rest of our brain cells. Not just you, my brother. So are we. I don't even know if I'm going to come in half the time. So don't feel bad, my friend. But thank you for tuning in. Now, Q, go ahead.
Remember we talked about. Well, I don't want to give away our ideas, but our arcade was in the mix of some ideas that we had for some future projects. So you already know how I feel about arcades, man. Freaking badass, dude. Arcades and air hockey, I'm all about it, man. It's great stuff, man.
Oh yeah, so I looked, man, on was it iStock or iPhoto or iStock, I think, or stock photos, and I kept looking for arcades and stuff like that, a real arcade, and I could never find one. This is the only one. So you know what, man, I'm just gonna throw us in there, and I was like, man, it looks awesome. I like the yellow on the side where Easy's at, and then the purple where Daniel's at. I said, man, and then the different colors.
I saw that, man. I saw
it. Awesome.
I saw the pic. I don't know if you sent it to me or shared it in the group message or whatever. And I was like, man, that looks badass, man. Really, really impressed with that. I love it.
Yes, guys. I have the official video. What official video? What is Erica talking about? I have the official video.
About the Tejano Music Awards. Remember there's
yes, the actual VHS. Yes. So hey, take a picture, Erica. Send it to me so I can show that.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a sound that is well beyond their years, from Carn City, Texas, give it up for Potente.
Potente.
The
Hey,
bird.
you should have been doing it for K Real. Heck yeah. Oh well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been an odd show, simply because Johnny has been in and out. We're gonna get everything worked out, and Johnny's gonna be on because it's not quite the same when Johnny's not on, obviously, or if Q's not on, same thing. I'm gonna let you guys know that tomorrow we are going to be filming the new Arrepentete video. We're gonna be in Corpus Christi. We're gonna be kicking this off around lunchtime. Q's gonna be starring in the video. Yep. So he doesn't have any outfits picked out, but he bought just about his whole wardrobe. So when we get downtown Corpus tomorrow, we'll just see what he has and we'll dress him.
We can figure it out. Me dice Daniel que ya tiene mi trailer listo.
Okay. Well, hey, La Negrita, you might not be able to stand up in there, but you can keep some stuff in there. You know what I mean? Let's see. Johnny's on and on. Johnny, can you hear us? Can you hear us, Johnny? Can you hear us, Johnny?
What?
Can you hear us?
I can hear him. I can hear.
I can hear him, but I don't think he can hear him.
Yeah.
So, like I said, throughout the day we're going to be going live, be it on Q's feed or my feed or Johnny's feed. We're going to be going live. So estén pendientes de nuestras páginas, sienten sus notificaciones, sus alertas, para que sepan cuando vamos a transmitir en vivo. Durante el día, desde mediodía hasta como las 10 o las 11 de la noche, podemos uno de nosotros transmitir en vivo para que sepan cómo se ve el video y cómo convive Potente atrás de cámaras, ¿no?
And we'll try to be on our best behavior.
I'm never on my best behavior. So I'm letting you know, if you're on, censored. I mean, this is not censored. This is just full blown. Me.
Dice que se pongan los audífonos si van a ver el en vivo. Porque.
What's up? You swap. What's this one? MJ Moose for the new video. Hey, I have a chair routine. Juan, I don't know if these guys are gonna pull it off. I want like the Jackson 5. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna do a little chair routine and see the other guys do like, ooh. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but we're gonna try it, man. Hey,
si sale.
I don't know, Johnny's the one that might let me down, but you know what? If not, I said we'll do it. It feels. We'll leave Johnny on the back on the drums, and I take in my extra shoes, and I'll dress Taz in green. or in purple. Hey, all you gotta do is stand up, point, cross his arms, and say, "No puedo olvidarte." Hey, stand up on 1, point on 2, pause 3 and 4. On 1, put your hands on your hip. No puedo olvidarte. Cross your arms on 3. As 8 counts, not too hard. Taz, I said, Taz, can you do it in case Johnny doesn't really want to do it? He says, I can do that. It's easy. I said, all right. I'm going to dress you too, goddammit.
Vamos a ver si se puede o no se puede.
Oh, yeah. ¿Cuál es el CD que grabaron? ¿Qué más les gusta? Oh, that's not ours. Eso es Albert Zamora. I don't know what CD that was. Pero eso es
no,
¿qué más les gusta?
He's asking, ¿cuál es el CD que grabaron que más les gusta?
Nosotros. ¿Cuál es el CD que me gusta más a mí? Ok. Pues el CD el que me cae más a mí es, pues porque el grupo era diferente de estilos. El favorito mío de cuando empezamos, de los primeros 4, para mí es siempre a mí, y luego ahí después, los últimos 4, el más favorito mío es Sangre, Sudor y Lágrimas. Esos son los 2 favoritos míos. Y verás que el éxito, el CD que alcanzó más éxito fue el de Querían Más. Y no digo que no me gustan las canciones, pero para mí, siempre a mí, y Sangre, Sudor y Lágrimas.
I couldn't agree more, man. For me, it's the same. I also liked, I really liked Soñando el Mundo. I thought that was a good CD, good production. Me da de rever la vida only because I thought that was the first time where we had consistency
Back to
from
back.
Sangre, Sudor y Lágrimas to Me da de rever la vida, and
Yep.
they were very similar. You could tell it was the same band, same musicians. I mean, you go back. We've talked about this. You go back. The first CD, Johnny on the drums. The second CD, Ramon la grabó. The third one, pues ya sabes, the Roland. The fourth one, The Animal. The fifth one, The Animal. You know what I mean? So,
Oh,
whoa, who's this stranger?
who is this stranger? Can you hear us?
He's back on his phone.
What's up?
You back on your phone?
What's going on?
I'm here. Tell us something, man. Saludos al público.
¿Ya se va a acabar el show? ¿Cómo están?
Juan Mendoza dice, can't wait to see the video now. Yeah, it's gonna be entertaining, man. It always is. It's always a lot of fun when we to shoot these videos, man. I really enjoy working with Denise and Daniel. They just have such a great working mind when it comes to the production and direction of these videos. Man, they're just so invested, and it really shows that they love what they do, man. And I told them that before. I really appreciate them very much.
Yes,
it means a lot to us.
big time.
Edgar, Luna, Anthony. Okay, ya le contestaste la pregunta. Okay, Erica, Me da de rever la vida is my favorite, and Sangre, Sudor y Lágrimas. Yes, I couldn't agree more. Those are great productions. Very good. Edgar dice que para él es el CD Lito. ¿Cuál fue el segundo de nosotros en 96? Houdini finally made it, dice Erica. Johnny, they're clowning you or your doggy.
Saludos, Blanca. Feliz día de Pascua para ustedes también. Que la pasen a toda dar. Felices y contentos. Y también tú y tu esposo y toda tu familia.
Muchachos. Saludos, Blanca. ¿Cómo estás? Ojalá muy bien. Juan Mendoza Jr., esos androids no más, no, Johnny dice.
¿Quién dijo eso?
Juan Mendoza.
Right, Juan, no. I don't know. We've been trying for weeks to try to get Johnny on the same page. It'll happen. Trust me, it will.
At some point.
And I think it's an iPhone, right? His is an iPhone, Johnny.
Johnny? No, yeah. He's Android, man.
Mine's an Android. I remember I've only gone once. I always go on my computer. I'm the host.
Sí, pero Johnny tiene el primer Android que hizo Samsung. El primer hizo en el 2001 cuando salió. Ese es el teléfono que tiene.
That's what it is. Mine is a newer one. I try to stay up with those, so because those processors are real slow. If you don't. Q, any last words you'd like to say to the listeners, the viewers?
No, just make sure you tune in tomorrow, throughout the day. Set that notification so you can be alerted when we go live. And just check us out. We're going to be having fun tomorrow all day long. It's going to be an all-day event for us. The Airbnb we're at, we got to check out at 11 o'clock. Or we got to check out at, 11. We got my girl has to go do her nails.
Ahí se pueden quedar en la negrita, güey. No,
pues si la estás ofreciendo, pues ¿quién soy yo para decirte que no?
That is your star trailer. That's what you're going to go and dress if you want. You got to be like an Anito getting dressed, but it's okay.
We got to get ready. We got to get ready for tomorrow, man.
I know that, Juan, as soon as it comes out, I'm going to get it to you, brother, because this one's going to be the best bonito one. This one's going to be a all-out storyline video and everything. If it comes out anything like Danielle and Denise say it's going to come out, it's going to be a phenomenal video. I think people are going to love it, and I can't wait to get it to you guys so y'all can get it on Tejano TV, and maybe we can both of us, Q and I, can come on the Three Amigos show so we can talk about it, man.
We'd love to do it, man. Yeah, hit us up, let us know what's going on, man. We got you. We'd be more than happy to do that, man.
Please remember the trip to Oklahoma. Motel, hell.
Please remember the trip to Oklahoma Motel. Oh, no, Kimberly. Get over here. Kimberly.
Hey, that's for the future episode. Damas y caballeros, muchísimas gracias por sintonizar a Puro Potente. Hasta mañana. Una vez más, sienten sus notificaciones, sus alertas para que sepan cuando vamos a estar transmitiendo en vivo. Y hasta mañana, raza. Cuídense.